Hello, good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? कैसन बा? Is everything good to all? सब ठीक है? I'm good. I'm always good, Chacha. What about others? Yes. What about rest of the people? How are you all? And how is life going on? पढ़ाई लिखाई तो चलती रहती है, लाइफ कैसी चल रही है हम सबकी? बताइए। ठीक ठाक चल रही है। क्यों चैत्रा? मस्त क्यों नहीं चल रही है? ठीक ठाक क्यों चल रहा? ऑसम। चलो, वेरी गुड। ये हुई ना बात, ऑसम होना चाहिए। यस अभिनय, हाउ इज योर लाइफ? Good, only good. There is no excitement, there is no energy. And मेरा तो एकदम मस्त फर्स्ट क्लास चलता है। Yes, मृगांका, how are you? मृगांका, आ रही आवाज? आप लोग अनम्यूट कर सकते हो। गुड, बस गुड। अरे रे, बहुत कष्ट है आप लोगों के जीवन में। इतना शांत शांत से रहते हैं बच्चे 19th बैच वाले। You just ask your seniors, 18th batch students. कभी उन लोगों से बात किए हो 18th बैच वालों से? वो लोग भी पहले ऐसे ही रहते थे, है ना? But after some time they got, I don't know what energy, but they got energized a lot. ठीक है? So be energetic always. क्या पूरा दिन पढ़ाई पूरे दिन करते क्या हो आप लोग? What do you guys do on a daily basis? Only study, only UPSC preparation, या फिर कुछ है लाइफ में जीने के लिए? हॉबी सब? Yes, Sindhuja, how is your life? You are so silent in this class. सब है? Okay. Mostly preparation only. अच्छा, कॉलेज भी चलता है। अच्छा, डांस भी आप कर लेते हो, खाते भी आप हो, अच्छा, और सो भी लेते हो चैत्रा। फिर बहुत बड़ा काम है यार, बहुत बड़ा काम कर लिया आपने। खाना खाना, सोना, ये सब कितना बड़ा काम है बताओ। और कौन है इस क्लास में शांत बच्चे? सुप्रिया। यस, सुप्रिया इज आल्सो वेरी साइलेंट। यस सुप्रिया, हाउ आर यू? आपको क्या हो गया? क्या कष्ट है जीवन में आपके? टू गुड। ओके। सिंधुजा का कष्ट इतना बड़ा है कि वो अभी तक टाइप ही कर रही है। और नो कमेंट्स ऑन लाइफ। व्हाई प्रोफेसर? व्हाई सिंधुजा? व्हाई नो कमेंट? Oh, okay, you don't want to talk about your personal life, that whether it is good or bad, right? चलो कोई ना, कोई कष्ट नहीं है। चलो फिर तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। तो प्रिपरेशन के अलावा भी क्या करते हो? हॉबी एंजॉय करते हो? बाहर में बारिश हो रही है ना? और बारिश के मौसम में भी, जहां तक इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग एक्चुअली, एंड तो आप लोग बारिश के मौसम में बाहर भी जाते होंगे, तो आप लोग के माइंड में तो यही चलता होगा कि रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी 100 के पार चला गया, दैट्स व्हाई रेनफॉल इज गोइंग ऑन, है ना? यही सारी चीजें चलती होगी माइंड में, instead of enjoying बारिश, because this happens with almost all the UPSC aspirants. Instead of enjoying rain, people see कि why rain is occurring, right? Rain, पूरी जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी चलती रहती है हमारी, है ना, हमारे माइंड में उस टाइम पे कि लो प्रेशर बेल्ट है या हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट है। और फिर फ्लड आ जाए तो फ्लड को किस तरीके से कंट्रोल करना चाहिए, हाउ टू कंट्रोल फ्लड, right? How to control disaster. So this is actually the problem with the UPSC aspirant. Yeah, everything you guys, you know, UPSC aspirant has this habit to connect each and everything with UPSC. While smoking also, जो उससे जो smoke निकलता है, so that also talks about UPSC, है ना? So that is the thing, that is actually the problem with the UPSC civil services aspirant. And लेकिन वैसा मत रहो, है ना? Enjoy your life also, enjoy your life को enjoy करते रहो यार, preparation को इतना ज्यादा बोझ मत बनाओ, right? पढ़ाई करिए, हर चीज को UPSC relate करिए, that is actually good. That even after watching the rain, you feel that no, there is a low pressure wind, relative humidity has gone above 100, and there is a super saturation. That's why rainfall is occurring, right? So all those things should come into your mind, but at the same time you have to enjoy the moment. Okay, so moment को भी enjoy करते रहो. चलो, तो शुरू करें आज की सत्यनारायण भगवान की कथा. Shall we start? Today is the last day, huh? आज लास्ट डे होगा हमारा, एंड वी विल बी एबल टू कंप्लीट द अकाउंटिंग ऑफ नेशनल इनकम इन टुडेज क्लास. ओके, चलो तो शैल वी स्टार्ट सत्यनारायण भगवान की कथा. शुरू करें. चलो फिर, क्या हो गया? हाँ ना तो कुछ तो बोल दो, कौन से ख्वाबों की दुनिया में खोए हो? बताओ यार, मतलब इतना इतना आलसी, इतने प्रोक्रेस्टिनेटर हो, मतलब नींद वींद आती रहती है क्या? आई नो दिस टाइम, ये जो टाइमिंग होती है 4 बजे वाली, काफी बहुत ही बेकार सी टाइमिंग होती है. ना शाम होती है ना दोपहर रहती है ना? सो दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम विद दिस पर्टिकुलर टाइम. सो नींद वींद आती है क्या इस टाइम पे? आर यू गाइस फील स्लीपी? अच्छा, इकोनॉमिक्स मतलब समझ में आ रही है इकोनॉमी? आर यू गाइस एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट और नॉट? क्या नॉट एट ऑल? बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं आ रहा सुप्रिया आपको? अच्छा, चलो चलो देन let's start our सत्यनारायण भगवान की कथा for today. So before starting, let's have a practice. जो practice है हमारा इस क्लास का. Is there any question? अच्छा, नींद क्या? हाँ हाँ, मैं समझ गया था सुप्रा, वो तो बस मतलब सुप्रिया. यस सुप्रा, यू आपने मुझे कोई मेल किया था, यू मेल्ड मी वन पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, है ना? उसमें आपने पूछा था कि सर एनसीईआरटी में क्यों नहीं लिखा है that we have to subtract the foreigners income, right? This is what that you are asking. So see, that's why I am here to help you out, है ना? इसलिए बुक पढ़ कर क्या, अगर हर कोई बन जाते तब तो फैकल्टी का काम ही खत्म, है ना? हम जैसे लोग तो बेरोजगार हो गए फिर, है ना? So the thing is what, why NCERT has not mentioned briefly. अच्छा, अभी तक पीपीपी अटके हो? Sure Chatra, I'll explain that to you again. Okay. So see, the thing is what, Shubhra, regarding your that particular doubt, that why it is not mentioned. So I think NCERT have forgot to mention that. So remember this particular thing. Why I took, you know, you will see this in a many places that they have not mentioned that we have to subtract the income earned by foreigners. So you just need to understand that the concept. What is the concept regarding GNP? So GNP basically talks about calculating the income of Indian nationals. That thing is already also mentioned in the NCERT. So it is quite obvious that if you are supposed to, you know, if you are simply supposed to measure the income of Indians only, then you have to subtract the income of foreigners, isn't it? So that's why, so as this is easily evident, as this is obvious, so that's why NCERT have not mentioned it. Okay, so that is the thing related to it. Is this clear to you, Subhra? ये क्लियर हुआ आपको? बताइए. ओके, नहीं तो ऐसा नहीं है. whatever thing that we have studied ना, तो वो आप 110% is absolutely correct. ठीक, so you can rely on it. उस पे आप rely करो and trust on it. NCERT में जो लिखा है, you might have misinterpreted something else. ठीक है, so don't worry about it. ओके, चलिए पीपीपी फिर से एक्सप्लेन करना है, फिर से समझ लेते हैं पीपीपी क्या है हमारा. नाउ सी, अभी मैं बताता हूँ सिर्फ एग्जाम पर्सपेक्टिव से, दैट व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम एग्जाम पर्सपेक्टिव, ओनली दैट आई विल टेल यू. देखो, Now see. See, this is India. Take. Now see, if we have to measure, so we have understood about the GDP. Take, this is our US, for example, and this is our India, हमारा भारत महान. So we have understood about the GDP. I'm very good at map, जानवी. ये मेरा मैप बहुत अच्छा था. I am very good at painting. मैंने पहले ही बताया था ना, after Picasso I am the one. Okay, anyway, so focus on concept here now. So suppose that US is here and India is here. Okay, and by calculating the GDP, we have understood about the overall income of a country. ठीक, एक कोई जो देश है उस पर्टिकुलर देश का हमें पता चल गया that what is the income of India, what is the income of US, because US also calculates their GDP. At the same time, India also calculates their GDP, right? Calculate its GDP, right? Both the countries calculates their calculate its GDP. ठीक, so यहाँ तक clear है. Now, if we have to measure about the standard of living, then what is the procedure we have? So for that particular purpose, in order to measure that whose standard of living is high, who has a better lifestyle, right? Which country actually, which country has better lifestyle? So if you want to live, if you have to live in India, so you will get better lifestyle in India or you will get better lifestyle in US. That also has to be measured now. अगर आप पूरे देश की इकोनॉमी को मेजर कर रहे हो, so we are studying what? We are simply studying about economic and social development, right? Where we have already measured the economic development. Now it is about measuring the social development and how socially developed we are, right? So in order to go for the social development, we have one term called as purchasing power parity. अब ये देखो ये word, this word will clearly tell you regarding this. ये क्या बोला है? Purchasing power parity. What do you understand by parity? Parity का मतलब क्या होता है? Parity simply means equality, isn't it? ये parity हमारा क्या बोलता है? Parity talks about the equality. So whether the two countries are equal in terms of purchasing power or not. ये जो दो country है, there are two different countries. So whether these two countries are, they are having the same thing. They have the equality with respect to purchasing power. So if a country, India, if India wants to purchase, suppose करो one jeans. So if India is purchasing one jeans, तो क्या US वो jeans खरीदने के लिए capable है या नहीं है? ठीक, whether US is capable to purchase that particular jeans or not. So this is the thing. तो US India को जितने में ये jeans मिला है, क्या उतने में ही US को वो jeans मिला है या नहीं मिला है? ठीक है, सेम प्राइस में, मतलब सेम लेवल पे दोनों कंट्रीज को जींस मिला है या नहीं मिला है, दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड अंडर द पीपीपी. सो परचेजिंग पावर पैरिटी इज सिंपली अबाउट मेजरिंग, इज सिंपली अबाउट गॉजिंग द स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग, एंड दिस इज द ओनली थिंग दैट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर, नथिंग मोर देन दैट. इज दिस क्लियर टू यू नाउ, Chatra? Is this clear to all?
But Professor,
yeah, yes.
But is the quality of the product and the abundance of the product not considered in PPP?
What is not considered in PPP?
Is the quality and the like the availability?
No, that is not considered quality at all. So that is not at all our concern, isn't it? So we are not concerned with it. We are concerned with what? We are concerned with only one thing, that if this particular pen, if Indians are able to purchase this particular pen, so whether Americans are able to purchase this particular pen or not. That
but doesn't that also depend on the abundance of its availability? So will it not change like from country to country?
See, definitely not. It is not going to change. So that if a product is available in abundance in India, and if another product is not at all available in the US, that is not the thing. And the world, it is not about one particular product, isn't it? I'm just giving, if I'm taking the example of milk, so it's not only about one particular product. India is the world largest producer of milk, and US stands nowhere. in comparison with India. So that is just for the sake of example. It is about overall. It is about in general, not in particular. Okay.
So it's
So
like
do
the
not take
comparison
it
of the cost of living in general for all of it.
definitely. Cost of living in general for both the countries. Okay. It is not about purchasing one particular commodity. Okay. Is this clear now to all? सबको ये अब समझ में आया purchasing power parity?
So in the examples that you were explaining, you were talking about a single product, like for instance,
I was just giving the example.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said that when we actually take it out, it's in general. So what all do we take then in general? What all do we consider?
In general, most of the commodities which are basic in nature, roti, kapra, makan, that is common in all the countries.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Chalo. Anyone else having any doubt in PPP? Yes. Is this clear to all? Chalo then. All right. There is one quality in you guys. And this is what that I am liking with this batch. This is the first batch that I have got who ask questions, right? And this is actually the best part that I am liking about you guys. Okay, you guys don't accept things easily, and this is good, and continue with it. Always, in everywhere, in every statement, in every sentence, put why. Because this is the USP of your batch, and I want you to continue with it. Then only you will be able to understand economy. If you will not put why in every statement, you won't be able to understand economy, because economy is a conceptual subject, right? And if you will understand economy once, then you will never forget. And trust me, economy will be a low-hanging fruit, because most of the questions are being asked from economy sections only. You are aware about it, be it prelims, be it mains of GS paper 3. Again, why it is concerned with the GDP, Sabna? Why GDP will come into picture? GDP has nothing to do, no. GDP is simply about what? GDP is simply about understanding that what is the economic strength of a particular country. And purchasing power parity is about what is the living standard of a country. See how it is calculated, that is none of our concern, Sapna. Okay, so वो जाओ ही मत, क्योंकि बता तो मैं दूंगा, but that is none of our concern, because UPSC में important नहीं है, that they are not going to ask. They are not prescribed in our syllabus. Okay, yesterday I have already told you that. Okay, but that is not at all important. That may create the unnecessary confusion. So if you want, I can tell you. Okay, but that is not important from our perspective. So understand what is important, how a PPP is concerned. So that is only thing that is gauzes. It measures the standard of living of a country. How it measures the standard of living of a country? By comparing the the same basket of commodity. If a particular country is having 1 kg of apple at one particular rate, so whether the another country is having the 1 kg of apple at that rate or not. This is how. Okay, and this is just the example that I am giving you. This is just one such example. Okay, just to make you understand, it is calculated in generality. Okay, there is no one particular aspect related to it. They do not measure only one particular commodity, and it is not calculated by different countries. Rather, it is calculated by World Bank. And I think India's ranking is 3rd. India is having the 3rd rank with respect to purchasing power parity. Okay. Chalo, shall we move ahead? आगे बढ़े अब? So purchasing power capacity clear हुआ? That what is purchasing power capacity? Is this clear? Okay. Chalo. There is another term called as disposable income. Okay. What is disposable income? So for example, Abhinay, you please answer me, what will be your salary? what is your salary? Suppose that you are given the opportunity to choose your salary. So what will be your salary? Yes, Abhinay. $75,000. बताओ, वही तो, only he is satisfied with 75,000 rupees only. बड़े संतोषी हो, ठीक, चलो. So but the thing is what he is eyeing at the civil services thing. He wants to become an IAS officer, and this is the salary of an IAS officer, right? So this is the thing. So ये उसको देख रहा है, he is not looking at crores. हाँ, he is looking at crores, but maybe in terms of black money, isn't it, Abhinay? वहां पे तो फिर हो ही जाएगा यूपी कैडर लेने के बाद, राइट? चल, अंडर द टेबल, एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट सुप्रिया, अंडर द टेबल. ठीक है, देखो ऊपर से बता नहीं सकते ना, he is a government servant, so he cannot disclose his income, isn't it? So just try to understand his concern also, that he cannot disclose his income. He has to tell only the exact figure that he receives from government of India. Under the table, that maybe not billions. Okay, so that is the thing. So anyway, so suppose that Abhinay is having the salary of 75,000 rupees. इसमें से क्या होते हैं? Suppose करो 5,000 deduct हो गए. Now what will be his net income? What will be his net salary? Net income would be 70,000. Okay. Out of 70,000 rupees, Abhinay has to pay, for example, 20,000 to Plutus IAS. Now how much amount Abhinay will have with him? He will have 50,000. Okay, 50k. Out of 50k, he has to pay 10k to his maid. Now how much amount does he have? He has now 40,000. Okay. After out of 40,000, he has to pay, for example, 10,000 for other expenses. ठीक, 10,000 इसके पास अब क्या है? 10,000 he has for other expenses. Okay. Now how much amount does he have? He has 30,000. Now this 30,000 will be called as his disposable income. ये इसका क्या कहलाएगा? This particular amount will be called as disposable income. And above someone has mentioned it is like savings. So no, it is not like saving. No, absolutely no, Jati. It is not like savings. Now what is in the saving? In the savings, what happens? You just keep that particular amount on a monthly basis. You save that amount. You do not use that particular amount for any purposes, isn't it? Do you do that? सेविंग्स में कोई करता है क्या? सेविंग्स अगर होते हैं तो क्या उससे आप खर्चा करते हो? उससे आप खर्चा नहीं करते हो. सेविंग्स मतलब क्या है? आप उसे यूज करना ही करना है. You use that particular commodity. Sorry, you use that particular amount, isn't it? ऐसा तो है नहीं कि उससे हमने खर्चा कर लिया. ठीक. But disposable income का क्या meaning है? What is the utility? No, we do not invest somewhere. Just understand this. Let me complete first. Okay. Disposable income, it simply says that after deducting all the expenses that you have done, now you are left with some amount, that is 30,000 rupees that you are left with. Now you have no other thing to pay. You have nothing to pay. You have no one to pay. आपका जो भी खर्चा था, आपने वो खर्चा अपना निकाल दिया, वो खर्चा आपने कर दिया हर जगह पे जाकर के. Now you have 30,000 rupees in your hand. Now you can do whatever you want to do with that 30,000 rupees. You can either save. आप क्या करो इसमें से, या तो आप चाहो तो आप सेविंग्स कर लो, आप इसमें से चाहो तो आप घूम करके आ जाओ कहीं से. ठीक, आपको जहां मर्जी है वहां मर्जी खर्च करो, बट आपके जो नेसेसरी और इंपॉर्टेंट खर्चे थे, यू हैव ऑलरेडी डन दैट. नेसेसरी और इंपॉर्टेंट खर्चे को हटाने के बाद द अमाउंट दैट यू आर लेफ्ट विथ, दैट पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट इज कॉल्ड एज डिस्पोजेबल इनकम. तो उस अमाउंट से में से भी आप फिर क्या करते हैं? सेविंग्स करते हैं और कुछ पैसे को आप खर्च करते हैं, है ना? सो दैट इज द थिंग. ये चीज हमारा कहलाता है डिस्पोजेबल इनकम. सो इज दिस क्लियर? बताइए, इज दिस क्लियर टू ऑल और नॉट? That will be clear, है ना? So ये आपका क्या बच जाएगा? That will be the net income, net amount that will be in your hand. Okay, उसको आप सेव करो या फिर कुछ भी करो. हाँ, yes, absolutely, Meghanka, that is cash in hand that you can save. Anyone having any doubt in it? How it is? Can you explain, Supriya? Please unmute yourself and explain. Yes, exactly.
Sir, in the last line, it's written, economists monitor these numbers at macro level to see how consumers are saving, spending, and borrowing. So saving and spending, I understand, but how is like borrowing part of like disposable income? Borrowing is you are taking it from someone else, right?
I will tell you that. I'll explain you that. Okay. Now see. What do you understand by income? That's why I explained that in the my first lecture, I believe itself. What is income?
The income is the total flows of
money that
cash.
we receive.
Yes,
the total money that we get. So
yes.
The amount that, suppose that if you borrow some money from me, don't you consider it as a part of your income? Because that is also the money that you are having. Huh? Income is the total amount that you are having.
Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got it? No?
Got it.
So that's why I told you, you have to be clear with these three terms. One is income, profit, and what was the one thing? Revenue. है ना? समझ में आ गया? Doubt clear आपका अभिनय? चलो, अब सुप्रिया का डाउट क्लियर बताते हैं. See.
Before you proceed, I just wanted to continue with Abhinay's question only. So how are we getting to know like what amount the person is borrowing? Like saving and spending you can make out, but like borrowing, how do we know? It's disguised in the income, right? Like it's mixed.
From where you will borrow. Now for that you have the institutional method. It is generally assumed that you will borrow from the institutional method, that is banks. So if you will borrow money from the bank, don't you think that the concerned authority will also come to know about it? Because what is the procedure? That's why we have the bank now. It is in general practice that we borrow from our relatives. That's why there is a problem in calculating GDP and other aspects, isn't it? That's why real GDP does not comes into picture. But what is the generally preferred and what is the institutional way to borrow the money? That is via banks, isn't it? So if it is via banks, then it is quite obvious that the concerned authority will come to know about it generally. Is this clear? Okay, chalo. Supriya, let me clear your first doubt. Okay, चलो सबसे पहला डाउट क्लियर करते हैं. See, it is generally considered, this is what we are concerned with, isn't it, as an individual, that if we are having the savings, so we will use from it, right? But that generally not happens. Savings is what? Yes, that thing that you are mentioning, Subhra, that the thing that Subhra has highlighted, that saving is also subset of your disposable income. Suppose that after eliminating or after expending rest of the things, all the important things, you are left with 30,000 rupees. So will you save all those 30,000 rupees? क्या आप सारा का सारा 30,000 रुपीज सेव करके रख दोगे क्या? नहीं रखते हो ना. आप क्या करते हो? इसमें से भी आप शॉपिंग कर लेते हो कुछ, है ना? 30,000 रुपीज में से आप क्या करोगे? 10,000 रुपीज आप क्या बोलोगे? हम सेव करके रख लेते हैं और 20,000 रुपीज की शॉपिंग कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास एक्स्ट्रा पैसा है, राइट? हमारे पास बाकी जो इंपॉर्टेंट काम थे, इंपॉर्टेंट काम करने के बाद हाउ मच अमाउंट वी आर लेफ्ट विद 30,000 रुपीज, राइट? तो इसमें से आपने 10,000 सेव किया, इसमें से आपने 20,000 सेव किया, देन हाउ डिस्पोजेबल इनकम एंड सेविंग्स आर सेम? दिस इज नॉट सेम, नो, right? Saving is a part of your disposable income, but disposable income is not a part of your saving. आप लोग की पॉलिटी हुई है? Then what is the difference between money bill and financial bill? Answer me. क्या है डिफरेंस मनी बिल और फाइनेंशियल बिल के बीच में? Definitely, Supriya. Okay, you can't unmute, so no issue. I thought that I can unmute. No issue, so you can type. और ये तो सबके लिए हुआ है ना, दिस क्वेश्चन इज फॉर ऑल. आप सबकी इकोनॉमी हुई है ना, या फिर सुप्रिया को स्पेशली पढ़ाया गया है? तो बाकी जो लोग अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं अनम्यूट करके बता दो, या याद नहीं है तो ये भी बता दो. रजनीकांत तो हो नहीं कि सारी चीजें याद रहेगी, राइट? बताओ, याद नहीं है? अरे आंसर करो यार, सो दैट यू विल रिमेम्बर. इतना क्यों शर्माते हो? तो इज वेरी शाय. याद है या नहीं है? चलो चैत्रा आप बताओ. देखो मैं पीछे पड़ जाता हूँ, यू नो डैट, है ना? जब तक बताओगे नहीं आगे बात नहीं बढ़ेगी. यस चैत्रा.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please
Money
explain the
bill
difference
is
between money
related to tax and all.
Okay, and financial bill?
It is, I don't, a part of like the union budget or something.
How many types of financial bill do we have?
I forgot, sir.
You forgot. So simple, है ना? बस बता दो कि नहीं है, नहीं याद है कि नहीं? इतना काहे लोड लेते हो? Don't take that much burden, है ना? It is quite obvious. It is just see, just try to understand one thing, that you guys are normal human being, है ना? आप सब लोग क्या हैं? नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग है ना. रजनीकांत है, एक बार में किसे याद हो जाता है? ठीक है. सो पता है, बट द थिंग इज व्हाट, आप लोग तो टैलेंटेड हो, ठीक है? दैट रिमेंबर दिस. एंड आई विल टेल यू माय वन थिंग. यू नो, आई यूज्ड टू फेस वन प्रॉब्लम, स्पेशली विद द इमरजेंसी चैप्टर व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू प्रिपेयर ना. मैं क्या होता था, इमरजेंसी चैप्टर में पढ़ लेता था, और जितनी बार मैं मॉक टेस्ट देता था उतनी बार मेरे वो क्वेश्चंस गलत होते थे इमरजेंसी चैप्टर के. ठीक है. Then I used to read again, and then again I used to forget the concept, and I used to make mistakes in that particular chapter only. पता नहीं मेरी दुश्मनी हो गई थी इमरजेंसी चैप्टर से. ठीक. But so there is no issue at all. UPSC preparation is such thing. You will tend to forget this. Okay. हिस्ट्री में हो रहा है ना कोई सब्जेक्ट में ऐसा होता है. ठीक है. इसके लिए लोड मत लो, इसके लिए टेंशन मत लो, और सिंपली एक्सेप्ट इट. पता है, एक्सेप्टेंस इज best thing. Just accept it that I don't remember it. What's wrong in it? मैं क्या आपको फांसी पे चढ़ा दूंगा, है ना? नहीं चढ़ाऊंगा ना. चलो anyway, so बता दिया करो. Be chill, be relaxed. Don't make education or don't make preparation that much burden. Anyway, वहां पे आपको एक टर्म बताया गया होगा. You might have heard about one term, that all money bill are financial bill, but all financial bill are not money bill. ये टर्म यूज हुआ था क्लास में, हुआ होगा, राइट? So this is the thing. इतना ही सिंपल सा जानना था मुझे, है ना? So remember this, that all savings are disposable income, but all disposable incomes are not saving. ये चीज आप याद रखना. ठीक. सुप्रिया, आपका हुआ डाउट क्लियर? Definitely money bill is subset of financial bill, so that's why savings are subset of your disposable income. What is second doubt? Yes, Supriya. Second doubt बताइए क्या है? See, the borrowings from institution, we all know that that is less practiced in India, but nowadays it is increasing day by day. If we are not borrowing, that doesn't mean that the rest of the people are not borrowing, है ना? नहीं तो हमारी बैंकिंग सिस्टम इतना ज्यादा स्ट्रेंथन नहीं होती. People are borrowing, okay, but yes, people prefer to borrow money from their relatives at their first instance. But if people have to take more money, then they have to borrow from the banks, right? So this is the thing. So what is the question here? There is no, I'm not finding any particular doubt in it that even though it is less practice, but it is practice. No, so those amount that are being borrowed, that they are counted, and that's why there is a challenge. We will study about the challenge in GDP calculation. So this is one such challenge, that still in India there are a lot of things which are informal in nature. Okay, so this is the thing. Now is this clear? Disposable income to all. बताओ. चलो, तो याद रखना आप डिस्पोजेबल इनकम, ठीक है. अब देखो आ ही गया हमारा challenges in calculation. So we are now done with all the key terminologies related to accounting of national income. We have studied each and everything just extra. Acha, Janvi, you please answer me about transfer payment. What do you understand by transfer payment? See, this is not mentioned in your notes, हाँ. तो आप आपके PPT में ये mention नहीं है, तो आप अपने इसमें mention कर लो. What do you understand by transfer payment, Janvi?
Sir, I think it is like subsidies are a kind of transfer payment. So transfer payment is basically when the
subsidy?
Government. No. Transfer payment is when government is transferring money without anything in return, like without expecting anything in return, goods or services.
Okay, which is generally done for social purposes, social services,
Yeah.
right? For the benefit of largest. Absolutely correct, Supriya. बिल्कुल सही. ठीक है, तो ये चीज आप याद रखना, because this is generally not found in any particular book. NCERT में भी नहीं दिया हुआ है ना? तो और आपके PPT में भी मेंशन नहीं है. So I hope आप सबने लिख लिया होगा इस पर्टिकुलर चीज को, या मैं डिक्टेट करवा दूं क्या? लिख लिया है ना आप सबने? ठीक है. So because this is not available, very good. This is not available anywhere, and I am expecting that UPSC will ask the question from it. Okay, मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि यूपीएससी क्वेश्चन पूछेगी, इसलिए मैंने किया, because that was mentioned in the economic survey. इकोनॉमिक सर्वे में मेंशन था, पुराने इकोनॉमिक सर्वे में. So I am expecting this. So remember this particular thing, guys. So we are done with all the terminologies. So is this clear? Is the accounting of national income clear to all? बताइए. I think we have given so much of time on accounting of national income, no? बहुत टाइम दिया हमने ये पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर को समझने के लिए, in order to complete this. और एक घंटे का होता है, so 1 hour is not sufficient. Actually, I don't find it sufficient. ठीक है? So that's why I have devoted much time, because you all are, I believe that you all are appearing next year, ना? सब next year ही दे रहे हो ना? चलो फिर. Absolutely no, Chatra. You are not studying economics. No numericals. Nothing. You are studying what? What is in your syllabus? That is economic and social development. Take. So this is the syllabus. So you are not supposed to do the numericals and all. So you are safe. So आपका मैथ्स बैकग्राउंड है या फिर क्या है, जानवी? छात्रा आपका मैथ्स बैकग्राउंड है या फिर कौन सा बैकग्राउंड है? कॉमर्स है. ओके, यार फिर तो पहले बताना था, आपसे मैं क्वेश्चंस पूछता बहुत सारे. नो मैथ्स. वेरी गुड. चलो अब पता चल गया है. कॉमर्स वाले कितने लोग हैं इस क्लास में? How many of you are having a little bit of touch or idea related to economy? अपार्ट फ्रॉम चैत्रा के अलावा और है कोई? आप हो शुभ्रा? अरे तो आपको पहले बताना था, भूल गया। अब से ये दो नाम याद रहेगा। और इज देयर एनीवन एल्स? और कोई नहीं है? अब धीरे धीरे आ रहा है। आप भी है वो काची? चलो फिर। अरे तो आप लोग कहाँ थे अभी तक? बताया क्यों नहीं मुझे? बताना चाहिए था, फिर मैं क्वेश्चन पूछता आप लोगों से, है ना, मेरा काम आसान हो जाता। चलो, so terminology is clear हो गए. Now let's understand about that what are the challenges. See, so we have understood that whatever thing that is produced in India and how we calculate our GDP, how we come to know about national income. So if you read any particular thing in the newspaper that India's GDP is growing at 6%, so will you be able to understand now what is the meaning of this? अब समझ पाओगे इसका मतलब? थैंक यू सो मच यार, पानी भी दे देना, है ना, चाय ला के दिया है, पानी भी ला के दे देना। यस, बताओ समझ पाओगे? चलो फिर ठीक है। सो this is the thing. Now let's understand some of the challenges. That what are the challenges that generally we face while calculating the national income? Okay, अच्छा एक बात मुझे बताओ, generally I start with the planning process in India, okay, which is important. So what do you from next class what do you want to study? Planning process in India or inflation? क्या पढ़ना चाहोगे? As you wish, my wish. Okay. यार सी, पढ़ाना तो मुझे ही है सारे टॉपिक्स, मैं आज पढ़ाऊं या कल पढ़ाऊं, है ना? इसलिए बता दो। See, you can choose between planning process and inflation, but if you will choose inflation, then you will have to wait a long for planning process in India, and you may miss something. And in fact, I'll have to give extra effort in order to make you understand regarding fiscal policy and rest of the things, है ना? So थोड़ा extra effort डालना पड़ जाएगा. So that is. So let's continue with the flow. Okay, let's start with the planning process from tomorrow onwards, because see, we need to understand how plans are being made, है ना, कि plan किस तरीके से बनते हैं, then only you will be able to understand, because once we will start with the inflation, no, then there is no looking back. Okay, then we have to move forward, and from inflation, remember this guys, that from tomorrow onwards, that is from planning process in India, you know, we are going to start one of the most important chapter of your economy, because every year UPSC asks at least 20 marks question in mains from this particular chapter. Not 20, 15, sorry, minimum 15 I'm talking about. Minimum 15 marks के question आपके सिर्फ और सिर्फ planning process से sure shot है, and this is confirmed that UPSC asks in your mains, and 8 marks in your prelims. This is also confirmed from your planning process in India. Okay, 8 तो confirm marks आते ही आते हैं, ठीक है? So that's why we are going to start from tomorrow onwards the one of the most important, I should say, because the most important is your money and banking. But after money and banking, planning process in India is the important topic. Okay, so कल से पूरा अपना एकदम attention के साथ आना, नींद भी नहीं आनी चाहिए, चाय वाय पी के आना, ठीक है? And to be frank guys, मुझे ना personally to me, I find planning process in India bit boring. मुझे बहुत ही boring लगता है, ठीक? So इसलिए कल से नींद नहीं आनी चाहिए, but I'll make it interesting for you guys. Don't worry. चलो, so let's understand some of the challenges in calculating national income. Okay, so what is the first? macro, ठीक है? फर्स्ट, ओके, पहला चीज देखो, पहली चैलेंज क्या है? फर्स्ट चैलेंज इज दैट वी डू नॉट हैव प्रॉपर डेटा. अभी हमने देखा था in our disposable income topic, we have already discussed that we are lacking data, isn't it? There are many people who do not take money from via institutional means, rather they take loan via unofficial measures. There is no planning process, Janvi. That's why I'm here. ना इसलिए मैंने क्या बोला था? अगर book, see why you have joined Plutus IAS, to increase your burden or to decrease your burden? Answer me. आपने इंस्टीट्यूट क्यों ज्वाइन किया? इंक्रीज बर्डन को इंक्रीज करने के लिए, डिक्रीज करने के लिए? ओके, चलो. So that is the thing. So proper data is not available. So due to lack of adequate data, we are not able to calculate how much amount our country earns in an annual basis. Isn't it? पूरा एक साल के अंदर में in an economic year, we are not sure about it. Yes, Sahiti, you please tell me that what is the economic year of India?
So March 31st to April 1st.
1st April to 31st March. Okay.
Yeah.
That is very good. So that is the first problem. Because of lack of proper data, we are not able to take it. See, this is important to understand because in your mains examination, UPSC may ask you the question that find out the challenges in calculating national income. Okay. Then we do not have, as the proper data is not available, right? So we do not have the proper information channel from which we will come to know about, how much amount is in circulation or how much, how economy is performing. So that is also one of the things that we do not have the credible source of information. Then what is the another problem in our thing is that choice of method, that how we are going to measure the economy, whether we are going to measure via income method, what are the three methods based on which GDP is measured? बताइए. Income, expenditure, consumption. Very good. See, there is another thing that has been introduced in the year 2015. That is GVA, gross value addition. Okay, so I'll be taking gross value addition not here, but ये मैं तब लूंगा while discussing about GST in your taxation system. ठीक, so इसलिए मैंने ये यहाँ पे अभी नहीं लिया है because बहुत जगह पे आप देखोगे GVA को accounting of national income में ही actually add किया जाता है, but I'll explain this for better understanding. We will be discussing gross value addition while discussing GST. ठीक, this is the first thing. Another thing is that I have also not discussed GDP deflator. Okay, I'll be discussing GDP deflator while discussing about inflation. ठीक, inflation पढ़ते टाइम हम डिस्कस करेंगे GDP deflator के बारे में. So there is another method, there is another problem in calculating our national income, that is the choice of method, that how we are calculating it. Okay, so there is one assumption, let me give you one thing in detail, but this is not important from your UPSC point of view. ठीक है, ये चीज आप पहले ही जान लो कि UPSC point of view के लिए important नहीं है, कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड वाले समझ जाएंगे that we have something called going concern principle. What is going concern principle in terms of accounting? Yes, बताओ कॉमर्स वाले, कांची, please tell me what do you understand by going concern principle? बताइए बताइए जल्दी बताओ.
Sir, I am not from commerce background. I was from humanities with economics.
Yes, okay, you are from economics. So Subra. What is going concern principle? एक और कौन थे? Shabna, I believe you are also from it, from this thing. Supriya, no, Supriya, you were there. Subra and Supriya. You are not. Chalo, theek hai. See, there are different measures. This is the accounting term actually. Okay, there are different measures via which, you know, there are two methods actually. One is a straight line method, and I forgot the second method because I am also not from accounting team. ठीक है, तो एक मेथड स्ट्रेट लाइन करके है, एक है कोई कर्व मेथड करके. ठीक, so these are the two methods via which anything is calculated. Okay, so लेकिन while calculating the GDP, so this is what we call going concern principle. So going concern principle says that if you are calculating, you know, with one particular method, let's say a straight line method, then you have to continue with this particular method only. If you will switch to another method, then there will be problem. Okay, so same principle for, you know, applies with the calculation of GDP also. If anything, if the GDP is being calculated by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation based on income method, then the GDP has to continue with the same method. If you will change the method, okay, then there will be issue in it, है ना, तब जाकर के issue होगा. आप सबको पता ही होगा, you might be aware that the GDP and rest of the thing and major economic activity and economy related things are being calculated 3 times in a year. 3 बार चीजों को calculate किया जाता है. One at quarterly. What is quarterly? After every 3 months. Then half yearly. Okay, after 6 months. And yearly. Very good, Supriya. Okay, after 1 year. Okay, so this is the thing. So choice of method simply says that you have to continue with the method, you know, based on which you have started. Okay, so ये एक problem है. Then we have the double counting method. बहुत बार क्या होता है, दो बार हम अपनी GDP को count कर लेते हैं because we are not aware, we are not sure about the income, क्योंकि हमारे पास data की available नहीं रहते हैं. ठीक है, so there is a problem of double counting. Then what is the problem that we face? Another problem related to the black money. If the black money is available, so black money is what? That is unaccounted money, isn't it? We do not consider black money. Simply वही होता है ना जो हमें पता नहीं होता है किसके पास इतना पैसा है जो आप लोग रखने वाले हो, isn't it? So though the amount that you know that a person receives, which is not known to anyone, that particular money is called as black money. So if black money is there, so as it is unaccounted in nature, so you are not aware about it. So how you will calculate this particular thing? है ना, आप calculate नहीं कर पाओगे. So that is also one of the challenge that we have to face while calculating national income. There is another challenge called as barter system. What is barter system, by the way? Can anyone explain? Exchange of commodities. Very good, absolutely correct, है ना, exchange of commodities. So अब एक बात बताओ, if the barter system is going on, है ना, so यहाँ पे can you say that this is how our GDP has progressed? क्या वहां पे आप कैलकुलेट कर पाओगे? कैलकुलेशन कहाँ पे होता है? When there is an involvement of money. जहाँ पे मनी का इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है, there you will be able to calculate. लेकिन बार्टर सिस्टम में तो अपने को पता ही नहीं चलता है that how much amount one individual has received, isn't it? So this is the thing. Yeah, circulation of money. When there is a circulation of money, then only you will be in a position to calculate. If it is not, then you won't be able to calculate. Okay. So this is also one of the challenge that the barter system. And you know one thing, still in village areas, है ना, the neighbors do that. ठीक है, किसी को चावल चाहिए तो अपने पड़ोसी से लेकर के आ जाते हैं, उसे बदले में दाल दे देते हैं, है ना, उस क्वांटिटी का. ठीक, आपने देखा होगा, यह सब बहुत बार होता है. Is there anyone from village area in this class? You are from village area, Supriya. So have you noticed this? That this barter system. Notice किया है आपने? In various shop also, definitely. बहुत सारे दुकानों में भी होता है. ठीक है, तो चलो. So this is all about calculating the economy of a particular country. ठीक, economic health of a country. Now, as we are not only concerned about understanding the economic health of the country, rather, yahan tak clear hua? Pehle ye mujhe batao. Is this clear till now to all? Chalo. So now we are also concerned, we should not only think about considering economic health of the country, we should also talk about the social health, isn't it? Social health के बारे में जानना चाहिए या नहीं जानना चाहिए? So for social health, we have the different indexes like Human Development Index. Have you received this PPT or not? आपको ये National Income Accounting का PPT मिला है? बताइए. Not full, ये नहीं मिला है, ठीक है. I will forward this today again. Okay, so ये सब देखो, इसमें आपको क्या करना है? You have different indexes released by different organization. So you simply have to remember what? You have to remember which, who releases such type of index, because UPSC in your preliminary examination will ask you the question related to index. That which thing, this particular index is released by which organization. ठीक है? So ये चीज आपको याद करना है preliminary examination के लिए. There is nothing to explain in it. ठीक है? इसमें explain करने जैसा कुछ नहीं है. I have already mentioned in the PPT. Just go through the PPT and I have mentioned the updated data. ठीक है? ये 2020 का updated data है. But this is not important. ये जो country की ranking वगैरह है, that this particular thing will help you in your mains examination. ठीक, ये आपके मेंस एग्जामिनेशन में हेल्प कर देगा. This will not help you in prelims. Prelims में UPSC is not going to ask. Yes, if you will give the state PCS, so in your state PCS examination, ranking may come, but not in your UPSC. UPSC is concerned with that who releases this particular data, and United Nations Development Program is concerned with releasing Human Development Index. तो ये सारी चीजें इसमें mentioned है. You just go through it and next year अपडेट कर लेना. क्या? सिर्फ और सिर्फ रैंकिंग. ठीक है? बीपीएससी in your state PCS na, Supriya, you are from Bihar, so you in your BPSC exam also this will ask, this question will be asked. Okay, ठीक है? So this is the thing. So just relate it, just update it next year. Okay, this particular data I think is released in the month of January. जनवरी के मंथ में हर साल रिलीज किया जाता है. तो अगले साल आप रिलीज कर लेना, बिकॉज दिस रैंकिंग विल हेल्प यू इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस. ओके, तो ये डिफरेंट बहुत सारे हैं, मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन कर दिया. यू विल गेट इट. ओके, यहाँ पे आप देखो हैप्पीनेस रिपोर्ट में. यस, आई एम शोइंग इट स्लाइड. इज दिस नॉट विजिबल टू ऑल? बाकी किसी और को भी विजिबल नहीं है क्या? अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं, not at all, no issue at all. I will send you the PPT. These are the factual information that is available, nothing to understand in it. सिर्फ रट्टा मार लेना. These are the index that I have given, right? So index को क्या करना है? These index you have to mug up. That is the thing, and you need to understand only that which department releases which index. Take who releases what. That is the only thing that you need to understand. So is this clear? तो पूरा टॉपिक समझ में आया आप सबको? I hope accounting of national income is clear to you all. So on this note, let's conclude our Satyanarayan Bhagwan ki katha for today. I will send you the PPT. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start the most important topic of your economy, that is planning process in India. All right. Till then, take care and enjoy. Bye bye. Thank you so much.